Awesome jam, man. Nice little metal jam.
Dude.
Jared James.
Here we are.
Welcome.
Thanks,
Thank
brother.
you for being here. Music Villa, Bozeman, Montana. And we just decided, you know, as a sales guy in a store, you know, and a drummer, I'm always like, you know, I can't demo stuff like you. You're the master.
Oh, stop it.
But I can talk about it. And I want to talk about the Metal Zone for one. And at the same time, we brought over a Super OverDrive,
Yep.
SD-1, and the famous DS-1.
These
right?
are some flagship Boss stuff, man.
They are.
Yeah.
And still to this day, they're still just some of the most used pedals. The Metal Zone, I know there's a lot of videos about the Metal Zone.
There is. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of hate.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's very misunderstood.
It is misunderstood.
Yeah.
My theory on it is most people that have it do not understand how to use it exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I
You know,
totally agree.
They turn knobs and they get a lot of sounds out of it, but I don't think they know exactly what they're doing. So that's what you were just playing the Metal Zone, right? On
Yeah.
the jam there?
Yep.
Okay. So the Metal Zone, real quick, you got these, you know, concentric, is that what you say? Concentric knobs? They're stacked.
Yeah,
stacked
stacked.
knobs, right? Okay. This one's a low and a high.
Yep.
And then you got your level and your gain over here. Okay, this one though, you've got an outer one which selects the mid-range frequencies that you want.
Yep.
From
to take in or
200,
out.
yep, from 200 hertz to 5 kilohertz. And then the top button cuts or boosts whatever frequency you select, right?
So it's almost like a shape.
Yep.
Yep.
Parametric EQ, I guess you call it.
Yeah, that's the golden air. That's the ticket right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just to for people to understand it, here's how I like to explain it. I'm going to show you on an EQ here real quick. So if you looked at a 31 band EQ, that's an equalizer, you know, very well known in the, so in a lot of pedals, you got your lows right here and your highs are right here. And then you have one mid-range knob, which will just, it would just cut out all the mid-range, you know, just a big sweep like that. The cool thing about this pedal is you can go, you know, down here, 200 hertz, choose that frequency, cut or boost it. Go to this range, cut or boost that. You can go here, cut or boost, cut or boost. So you've got, this is all your mid-range now that you can mess with on the Boss pedal. So that's how
It's like a total mid-range
explain
freak.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what does that mean? Here, play.
Ultimate dial. Paul,
Yeah, check
let's
this
do
out.
it. Here we go. There's so much going on there.
So
man.
much going on.
What's funny about that is another thing that's really cool about it, you didn't even touch the level or the distortion.
Right.
You were only manipulating kind of the mid
Just the mid-range.
the mids.
Yep.
And it almost sounded like a bunch of different pedals in one.
Totally.
Now let me try something really quick. I'm
Yep.
gonna turn this distortion down to half.
Okay.
Okay. And could you do that same thing?
Yep.
Here we go. Turn that baby on.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. The funny thing to
So
me
much.
is that it gets pegged as a pedal that's like this going to be this really mid-scooped or really nasty sounding.
Right.
Now I want to take the distortion off.
Okay.
Come on,
Right
dude.
there.
It's insane.
Right where I ended there,
Uh-huh.
I'm on the 200 hertz.
Yep.
And I cranked 200 hertz.
Oh, wow. It almost gives you that quasi, like, almost like cocked wah song.
Yeah. And then if you add the distortion. And then we can go to,
There's so much tone in there. And of course, it has more gain on tap than like anything.
Right.
But the fact that you can just adjust that, it's almost like an amazing mid EQ pedal.
Totally,
Really.
totally. And that's the thing. People buy it and they're like, oh, scoop all the mids out and turn up all the distortion, and that's what makes it cool. It's a metal zone.
Yep.
But it's got other options. That mid range there's so much there. You're selecting. All I was doing was going through all the different frequencies of mid range,
Yeah.
cutting and boosting it, and
That's
there's
amazing.
like tons of options. So that's cool.
Real quick, getting past the metal zone, the SD-1 and the DS-1,
Yep.
a lot simpler controls,
Yep.
but just as well versatile pedals.
Totally.
Super versatile.
They're on so many pedal boards,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a classic.
The first person that I knew that played the SD-1 when I was listening to it, it was Gary Moore, man. So I remember I saw an interview and Gary Moore's like, I love the SD-1. And I heard him play, I'm just going to do this just for fun. I'm turning the drive up with the
Yeah.
level, right? And he played...
Yeah.
Obviously, I
That's
turned the
cool.
reverb way up, but the
Yeah.
thing was, it was... Just
Yeah,
a
that's
great
great.
sound, man. You can get a
That's-
lot out of that pedal.
That's super cool.
I love it. All
Go straight to the DS-1 now. I want to
right,
hear
let's
the
hear what that
difference
thing
there.
does. Here we go. A lot more kind of
Yeah.
90s, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Turn the distortion all the way up. I'm gonna come back on the tone a little bit.
Yeah.
This one's kind of cool because the tone knob is a little bit more of a bigger entity here. So
Oh, yeah.
you can go all stoner on this one.
Yeah.
But yet again, such a useful pedal. I'll turn the distortion down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good there. That's great.
It's a lot of like soft clipping, I would say, on that. It's like this one gives you a little bit less of that. You know, it's a little bit more forgiving. Whereas this one, really great. Just, kind of different voices.
Yeah, super cool. Those are all just killer pedals. And then I just brought an EQ because I was kind of wanted to show, and I meant to bring the Boss one, but we didn't have a Boss one.
But you sold it.
I sold it, and so I brought the MXR one. But what's cool about it is you can do a couple things with it. A lot of guitar players will put it on their board, maybe as even a clean. You can change it for a clean boost.
Sure,
you can
sure.
also scoop. Okay, so let's go. What if we go to here and we want to scoop the mid range, kind of make it more
Kind of-
sound like a metal zone?
Okay, so I'll
Watch.
play for you.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now if we turn that off, and then that's
Wow.
flat. So that's a cool.
A 6-band EQ, whether it's this MXR or even the Boss one,
Yeah.
what I love about these is you can use them as as a overdrive pet. Like you
Totally.
can use it as like, let's say, let's go to our basic tone, right? We have this. I'm gonna put this 1.6 up just a little bit and do like a little mid bump of 800.
Yeah.
So if I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
and it just kind of livens everything up a little bit,
Totally.
which is really cool. It just brings if you have a guitar too that maybe it sounds a little muddy or it's, the pickups aren't, as articulate as you'd like.
Yeah.
You could use one of these and just kind of goose
Totally.
it up.
Yeah.
almost go quasi-Telly-esque on a Les Paul. You get
Now do that again. Whoa. So clean boost.
Wild,
it's
right?
a clean thing. Or you can add it on a distortion pedal. Super.
kind of a secret weapon a little bit.
Really is.
Yeah.
I think more people should have an EQ on their pedal board.
I think so too. And also, one thing I'd like to say: if you're in the, the thing where you're buying some pedals or you're trying other stuff, don't sleep on these basic essential pedals, because just like a Tube Screamer, DS-1s, SD-1s, a Metal Zone, there's nothing wrong with these pedals. And I know people are going to go, well, I read on a forum that I need this or this. Whatever you want to do, it's your tone, it's your pedal board.
You can't deny like you said, Gary Moore. I mean, come on. Like the classics of who's played these pedals in history. And what's cool is, God, it was like 15, 20. Remember when the boutique pedal
Craze
thing,
happened?
it just exploded. I remember going to the NAMM show one year, and it was like, I'm like, oh my gosh,
what's going on?
What happened here? There's a whole room of boutique pedal builders. And then people started kind of dissing on some of the Boss stuff. But then it's come back around. And, like guys like JHS and stuff, they all, they give hats off to the I mean, this is what's, started it.
Man, very quick story. When I was on tour with John 5, I did probably 75 shows with John. And one of the things is, night one, I think, I was watching him sound check, or he was getting his guitar tone. He has all Boss pedals.
No kidding.
So I walked up to him after, and I was like, John, why do you have all Boss stuff? And he goes, because it works, and it's consistent.
Yeah.
And if I want a DS-1, it's going to sound just like a DS-1.
Yeah.
Which is really, really genius when you think of it. In the world of things like, oh, my fuzz face got too hot, or, you got to find a good one. With these pedals, you get what you get, and it kind of lets your brain at ease. It's like, all right, no, I'm going to click on my SD-1.
They do not break either. I mean, they're the toughest pedals. And same with the old MXR too. How many classic MXR pedals there are?
Unbelievable. Distortion pluses, everything.
Yeah. So super cool.
Don't sleep on these.
Yeah, not at all. Come check them out. That Metal Zone that's cool.
It's so cool.
It's cool how much tone there really is in a Metal Zone.
It's like if we just blindfolded you and we made a record and we just used that Metal Zone and manipulated it, you wouldn't know.
Totally. That's awesome.
Awesome.
Jared, thanks man.
Brother.
That's an awesome demo. Appreciate you being here.
Of course.
And thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks.